Today I have a new flashlight company for me, and that is Powertac. You know, I've reviewed a ton of flashlights before. There's just a small smattering of some of the lights that I have. I have way too many more in my kitchen drawer. I've reviewed a ton of lights, and Powertac contacted me. I was not actually familiar with them. They contacted me and said, hey, would you be interested in reviewing some of our lights? They used to be mostly in the military and law enforcement circles, from what I understand. And with some of the Corona and COVID stuff, some of their marketing model has shifted a little bit, and now they are also making some more consumer-based lights with some consumer-based prices. Some other things I've learned about Powertac is that they've been around for over 10 years. A lot of people are apparently not that familiar with them, as I was not, but they've been around for 10 years. They're out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Their lights are made over in China, but they have a US-based company with US-based support, and to mention that support, they have a lifetime warranty. A lot of flashlight companies have maybe a 1-year warranty, and then you're on your own, you have to buy a new light. They have a lifetime warranty, so they're going to stand by their lights for as long as you have it. To start with, they sent me their M6, which I'm going to say is a good EDC type of light. It doesn't have a tail switch, it has just the side switch here, and I'll get to the user interface and everything in a bit. But I'm going to say because of this is a good EDC light. It's a good light to put in your bag, it's a good light to put in your car, to take camping. But as a tactical light, because it doesn't have a tactical tail switch, maybe not so much as a tactical light, but could in some situations be moved into that. This light retails for $79.95, which I think is expensive. They were kind enough though to give me a discount 40% code SM40. I'll put that below in the show notes. You can check that out, and that will get you this light for $47.97, which I think is a really good price for this light and for the quality that it is. You can see the size of it here. It's a good, fits in the palm of your hand, fits in your pocket. It comes with a 2600 milliamp hour 18650 battery. You can use more. You can also use two CR123s, but not rechargeable CR123s. If you use the 123s, you don't get the full spectrum of output, so you really want to use the 18650 that comes with this, or some other 18650s you might have, but it's nice that they have the included battery with this. Up in the front here, there is the Cree XML2U3 LED for you LED snobs out there. For me, what I know is that I press the button and it puts out light. I can tell cool white and warm white, but the different LEDs, they don't honestly do much for me, but that's what's in it for those of you that are curious. The reflector there is a pretty deep, smooth reflector, and they say this will throw 200 meters. The way that I usually interpret throw distance is that I convert meters into feet just by simply changing the unit, no math done. So 200 meters becomes a useful throw distance of 200 feet, because by the time it gets out to that distance, the light starts getting diffused and particles in the air. So I'm going to say probably 200 feet, ballpark, of a throw distance for this. It has a good mix of flood and throw with that deep, smooth reflector, and we'll take that outside in a little bit and have a look at that. So let's look at the rest of the construction of this. First, what I'm going to say is that the knurling on this is really aggressive, and they actually, if you look at the box here, they actually talk about it right there. Extreme grip knurling. So this is the most aggressive knurling I have on any of my flashlights. And that is to say, if you put this in your pocket and you put it over this clip, this will probably tear up your pocket. So for that reason, I think this is a great light for a bag, for a car, to take camping, things like that. But if you carry it in and out of your pocket a lot, I think this is going to tear up your pocket. This pocket clip, however, one way that I think you can modify it to help with that is there are the two smooth sections on the side of the body here. And if you just simply rotate that over to one of those smooth sections, your pocket is now going to go over something like that, and it will be a little bit less rough on your pocket, I believe. The pocket clip is reversible. You can either have it tip down, or you can put it down here and carry the light tip up, however you prefer. On the back of the light, there is not a tail button. There is a magnetic tail cap that you can attach to anything ferrous, like, say, a ruler. Or more useful if you are working on your car and you want to look at the light, or you are somewhere in your house and it's a blackout and you just want to stick this to the wall or a door jamb or something like that. This will affix to anything like that, and you don't have to hold it. You can go hands-free with whatever you're doing. Because there's no tail button here, the way that you actuate the light is on the side here, and I'll get into the user interface in a minute. Showing you the inside here, the tail cap does come off. There's an O-ring here. The light is IPX8 rated, so it will do 2 meters of water depth, and you can drop it 2 meters, and it's going to handle elements just fine, no problem. On the inside here, there is the included 18650 battery, 2600 milliamp hours. It is a Powertac battery. It's nice that a lot of these days, flashlight companies are including batteries. I always appreciate that. Saves you some money, especially these rechargeable ones. And some people maybe don't have 18650 batteries, so it's nice that they include that on these type of lights. Also on the tail cap here, there's a little spot that you can put the included lanyard. If you are a lanyard guy, if you want to put this down in your pocket, and then you can use the lanyard to pull it out, that will also be easier on your pockets with that side clip, or you can just take that whole clip off if you like, if you don't want to use it at all. Now charging this is interesting. Right on the side here, they have a proprietary magnetic charging spot, and they include their magnetic power cable here, and all you have to do is plug this end in to a power adapter. And the other end here just magnetically affixes to the light, like so. When the light is charging, it is red, and when the battery is fully charged, it changes to blue, so that you will know it's ready and you can take it off and go on with it. But otherwise, you can just leave this charging. It also has a feature, a night light feature, so that while you're charging it, if you want to use this in your room, you can turn it on to the Firefly low or medium settings, and you can just leave it sit there while it's charging. You don't have access to anything brighter than that, just those 3 lower modes. But nice little kind of interesting side feature that they've included in this, that night light feature. Let's discuss the user interface now. It's all done, as I mentioned, by that side button. It has 5 modes: Firefly, low, medium, high, turbo, and a strobe, and it puts out a maximum of 1300 lumens. It does have mode memory. Turn it on and off just by simply pressing the side button. That turns it on, turns it off. From off, if you hold it, it will go into the strobe. It will do that, let go of it, and then you can turn it back off. So turning it on starts in the Firefly mode, 0.51 lumens, and it will do that for 25 days. Go up to low, 50 lumens for 25 hours. Medium is 180 lumens for 10.5 hours. High is 480 lumens for 2.97 hours. Turbo is that 1300 lumens, and it will do that for 2.6 hours, and then we'll do that 1300 lumen strobe for 3 hours. Now it has the mode memory, as I mentioned, so I turned it off on the turbo, and it will turn it back on to the turbo or whatever you set it to, and then from off, you can always get to that strobe if you need to. So that's where I think you could use this in a somewhat tactical mode. If you wanted to leave it on the turbo and you're out and you suddenly want to shine it at someone, you can turn it onto the turbo, or you get instant access to that strobe if you want to use that as well. But for a more everyday carry light, I think you probably don't need to have this set on turbo. You can probably do the 50 or the 480. And the other interesting thing about this light is that it will do that turbo for a full 2.6 hours uninterrupted. A lot of lights will do turbo for a couple minutes and then they'll ramp down to high, but this will do it for 2.6 hours straight. Now, it's not very common that you're going to need 2.5 hours of 1300 lumens, because in a lot of cases 480 or 50 or 0.5 lumens is plenty. A lot of cases that Firefly mode is more light than you need. So you're going to get plenty of runtime out of this. And out of the 2600 milliamp hour, you throw a 3000 or a 4000 milliamp hour battery in there, and it's going to extend it even more. They also make some accessories for this that you could put on the tip if you want to get some color adapters. Some of the other interesting things about Powertac is that their lights are sort of all universal. They're all the same width. So if you get the color adapters for this light, it will fit on the M5 or any of their other lights. So you only have to buy one set of those. Some other things this light comes with a couple Powertac stickers if you're so inclined. Comes with the instruction manual, for once only in English, which I appreciate, not like all the Asian companies who have Asian and English on their lights. But the instruction manual there, it's got some good information on it. Also comes with an extra O-ring and some extra metal rings if you want to clip this onto a keychain or anything else. So overall, I have been very impressed with both the company, with both my dealing with them, and with this light. The only caution, as I mentioned, about this light is that the knurling is really aggressive. So in your pocket, you need to be careful with it. But any other way you want to carry it, I think it's going to be great. The size of the light is nice. It fits right in the palm of your hand. It has a good output at 1300 lumens, which it will do for that 2.5 hours. But realistically, you don't need it. And it has that nice proprietary magnetic charging that you just attach that to and let it sit there and it will charge, which I like. So check out the discount code below, SM40. Get 40% off on this light from Powertac, the Powertac M6.